we go. So I'm really excited to announce a little collaboration and partnership with No Live Bait Needed, or better known as NLBN. We're working on a little project together for their 100K giveaway over on Instagram, but I wanted to share it here. I wanted to share the progress and the process of what I'm going to be doing. So I'll pop in. I've got a little digital sketch I did, just a rough drawing of some of their jigs and some of their lures that they provide. But my big idea was I got a 24-inch by 24-inch panel here. We're going to do a big collage 3D painting of some of their jigs. This is the smaller version. This is like their 3-inch, but I actually blew it up, so it's huge. And then we've got some of the mini mullets. Those are going to be in there with the BKK hooks. So that's going to be in there. And then I've got some bigger ones as well. So you can see, like, there's the larger size, there's the smaller size. These are all going to get hand painted, and then I'll put them on the panel in 3D directions. We've got a couple other ideas I'm going to throw in there. So stay tuned. Keep an eye on how this turns out. And thanks for joining me. All right, so first things first, let's get all these pieces cut out. I probably cut out 20 or 30 of these, knowing that I would possibly have or do extras in case some got damaged or I needed extras to paint afterwards. So got a bunch of them cut out. This is the Onefinity CNC. I use this to do my big 3D paintings and a lot of my coaster sets and charcuterie boards. Got to go pick up some spray paint. These were all base colors that were just going to give me a rough start on what I was going to be painting these lures to look like. So I started with a little base coat here. I knew this was going to help the brighter colors kind of jump out. RIP to the bug down there on the corner that I sprayed his life away. But this helped the chartreuse really pop, and I knew I wanted to add at least 1 or 2 chartreuse lures in here. Decided to also go with the purple. I think it's called Midnight. I really like this color. I like how it pops and comes out. Was planning on doing some black and silver and black and gold, but ended up only doing the black and gold. So this is the first day getting in the studio, getting the lights on, and getting some painting done on some of these lures. I knew I had a bunch ahead of me, so I started with the purple and kind of worked my way through there. So before I started this project, I went down and I got to check out the NLBN headquarters in Miami. Went down there, fished for a day, had a good time, and they hooked us up with some really cool stuff. So we got some of the 4-inch K-tails before they were released, and we also got a bunch of their 3-inch paddle tails, some jig heads, and kind of some of the stuff I like to use while I'm here. So thankfully, I had an opportunity between work to hop out with Doug on the boat. We'd been seeing a lot of mullet, a lot of tarpon run around, definitely a lot of jacks and snook. So we went to one of our little local spots and put the lures to work. So couple jacks, couple flounder, couple snook, nothing crazy, but we had a good time. And it's always nice to get out on the water and spend some time. Doug's always been fun to fish with. He lives right around the corner from me, so it's super easy for him and I to just off the cuff, if either one of us is available, hop out and go fishing. Doesn't take a lot of planning, and we're both pretty fluid with our work and what we do, so we definitely get a lot of time on the water and spend it together. Give each other a lot of trouble though. If you haven't checked out Doug's channel, slide on over there. He does a ton of fishing videos. A lot of his videos are him poling around solo and doing things on his own, but it's actually really cool to see. I know his Belize video is really awesome to watch, so if you get a chance, check that out with bonefish and tarpon. It was actually a really good trip, and you'll see one of my backpacks in that video too. All right, fun and games is over. Time to get home and get back to work. I had to empty out the garage a little bit so I could get my work table out and start assembling this piece. I got all the little baits painted and I got everything set up and ready to go. I got all my little spacers painted. So now it was time to build the frame. And normally what I do is I get the 3D painting all together and then build the frame afterwards. But in this one, I decided to do some LEDs in the back of the painting, which is something I normally don't do. So it required me to cut a groove around the panel and also build the frame first, install the LEDs, install the panel, and get everything set before I could actually put the 3D pieces in. So another little surprise I did, and I really wanted to incorporate their logo. I went with the four corners, kind of Andy Warhol, Love Park, four corners letters type of style thing here. So this is NLBN in the four corners. It took up a nice little bit of area on the painting. I think it looks really good how it came out. So I took some spacers, I went around, I got everything spaced perfectly around the corners with these other pieces of wood that are here. That really helped out with the process. And then I took some of the extra cutouts that were done, I painted them dark and light flat colors in the back so they could actually take up some background room. So that gave me a nice base for the 3D area. It was really hard to take some of these and cut them in half, but I knew it had to be done in order to make the painting look like it actually left the area of the painting and also entered back in other areas. So check that out. If you can see, there's like a head up in the top right corner and a tail in the top left corner. And cutting those in half and putting them in, it makes it look really neat to where the pieces are entering and exiting the frame of the 3D painting. So once all this was done, I had to actually do the hardest part, which is let the painting sit for a couple hours and cure. And then here's the final product outside, no lights, no LEDs yet. And then the last final awesome shot of me lighting it up. So let me know what you guys think about this. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please click subscribe. Please leave me a comment, click like. It all helps spread the love and share this video across the platform. Thanks for joining me. Look forward to seeing you guys next time in some of my other videos.